persistence, dedication, integrity, resilience, achievement, legacy, comprehension of things in the earthly world concerning monetary value and worth. These are all keywords of Capricorn. Happy Capricorn full moon, everybody. Yo, is a big moon. We're going to talk about it. This video, we're going to give you an energy overview. I know I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? This is on my ascendant, y'all. It happened exactly on my ascendant, like very close to my exact degree of my chart. So you know your girl is feeling it. And with that said, greetings, earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of ancestry and savvy cat astrology. That is this herb. There's been a lot of astrological herbalism going on the interweb lately. And let me tell you, I was called to pick this here ancestry today. This is called Agastache in Native American world lore, okay? And I don't know the astrology per se, but I do in that I know the herbalism, and we're going to connect it to this full moon in Capricorn. You already got an overview of just some of those keywords, right? But check it out. This little plant, natives have used this to get rid of a flu, of a fever. So they would use it to break a fever, you know what I'm saying? Or to get through an illness. This is a purging herb. If you take a lot of Agastache or ancestry, this will make you sweat. This will make your pores open up even more, you know, and just like breathe out and sweat out everything. So this is a very stimulating, opening, breathing kind of herb. And that's the kind of full moon we find ourselves in. And it's in the face of illness. It's in purging, you understand? We are purging in this full moon. This full moon is very much so a cleanse, a detox, a purge. And insofar as it is you stepping further into your truth and your integrity as to who you are. People often paint Capricorn as the negative, you know, greedy, kind of like goat, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, goats ain't greedy, they just like to eat. You know what I'm saying? And high vibe Capricorn is the sea goat. High vibe Capricorn, you're a mystic. High vibe Capricorn, you're grounded in your truth. High vibe Capricorn, you're doing things in the way that they ought to be, and you're leading that show. You know what I'm saying? Because Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn. And Saturn, y'all, at this full moon, let me tell you, is in Aquarius. And PS, y'all, not even a PS. Tomorrow, if you ain't registered yet, we're doing rapid chart reading. It is going to be so much fun. It is literally 3 minutes per person. It's going to go really quick. I'm just very excited. The link to register is down below. We still have a few spots available, so I'm not making any promises that you'll be able to register by the time you try. But if you're into that, please get in now. If you're my people, I'm telling other people too, new people. So, you know, welcome my people. Hurry on in because it's happening tomorrow, baby. We got a full room. It's going to be fun. So yeah, we're reading charts though tomorrow for free over Zoom live. You're going to get an idea of how to read a chart. If you're new to astrology, you'll see again and again examples of how to prioritize different charts. Very cool indeed. So, you know, detoxification in this full moon in regards to what needs to go in order to be truer to ourselves. And at the end of the day, Capricorn is adult energy. At the end of the day, Capricorn is not a kid anymore. It's not a baby anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like the having to grow up. And this is a ripening of whatever was going on 6 months ago. And this is very personal for me. I'm probably going to do another vlog on this. You know what I'm saying? But my grandmother actually passed away 6 months ago. And so this is the full moon of the first new moon after her passing. You know what I'm saying? So then it's on my ascendant. And the full moon of her passing was on a very important point for me as well. So, you know, you can't tell me astrology ain't real. You know what I'm saying? This girl lived too much life. You know what I'm saying? Way too much life. So with that said, though, this Capricorn full moon is a ripening of whatever has happened 6 months ago. And God rest the soul of my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else who's going through a death cycle with somebody in their life. 6 months ago in January, early mid-January, something important was happening in your life. Some shift was taking place, some realization about your inner truth, your inner reality of everything in the world that's been crumbling, everything in the world that we've been taught is the truth. Everything in the world that we've been taught is the way it is, but you and I both know it ain't the way it is. We know that. We know it's not the way it is, and that's not the way that it's supposed to be. But this full moon in Capricorn is about you walking into that. It's about you walking into what is it supposed to be. And don't get it twisted, Capricorn isn't about overnight success if it wasn't worked for to begin with. Because every step of the way is a step up the ladder when it comes to Capricorn. Every step of the way is a step up the mountain when it comes to Capricorn. And guess what? In Capricorn world, hardly ever is there anybody, you know, those little things on the ski slope. I'm seeing those things on the ski slope. You know what I'm talking about? Where they like elevate you. I've never been skiing, but you know what I'm talking about? I've seen it. You're like going up the mountain on a little conveyor thing or whatever. And then that's the easy way up. Hell no. Capricorn comes along and it's like, no, that's not going to happen unless you've already been climbing half that mountain and God decides to send you a miracle or some helping friends. You know what I'm saying? Maybe then, but Capricorn sure as hell don't expect it. Do you understand? So what is you expecting? And more importantly, what are you doing to take control of you and your life? You can't rely on somebody to save your ass. Capricorn wants you to do it yourself. Capricorn is some of the most independent energy of the entire zodiac outside of maybe Aries. You understand? So my question to you, y'all, where are you putting in effort for you? Where are you putting in effort to what will last beyond you? Where are you putting in effort to make the life that you want to live in the society that you want to live in? Because that's the question this full moon is asking you. And it's a lunation, so it's telling you very clearly. The only question is, are you listening? Mercury just finished retrograding, literally, as this full moon went on. You know what I'm saying? So hear the messages of the universe. They're here to tell you something. We are all here to tell you something. This full moon is to tell you something. So don't get it twisted, because Capricorn is dead serious. Capricorn is what the kids call dead ass. You know what I mean? There's no joke. There's no joke. It's like so serious. It's like, I'm gonna knock that Augustachi out your hand. But Pluto is in Capricorn. So this society is dying. Y'all know it. The society as we know it, the construct, the matrix, is dying as we know it, y'all. So it's really time to rebirth yourself. It's really time to go forward and say, hey, you know what? That ain't happening right now in this lifetime. I'm making a new decision. I'm making a new paradigm. I'm making a new choice for how this is all about to shake out, for how everything here is about to play out forward, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind when you come to these realizations. When you say, wait a minute, you know, something ain't right here. And you have that inner authority, that inner stability. Because cardinals and Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, but it's still an earth sign. So this is about what is going to be accomplished at the end of the day. Where is it that you've been telling yourself no? Where is it you've been enslaving yourself? Saturn is enslavement too, y'all. That you know it's just time to cut the fat. It's not about that anymore. It's a new day. It's a new day, honey. It's a new day. After this full moon in Capricorn, it's a new day. So what are you bringing in? Capricorn wants you to bring in value. Earth signs are all about value. Capricorn is the oldest earth sign, so it's going to be the wisest in relationship to the management of that value or of the earthly plane. So where are you bringing in wisdom in this decision, and even a healthy amount of selfishness? And you know, selfishness goes bad when it gets out of balance. But a lot of times we go so much into, we have to do X, Y, and Z so that we can do X, Y, and Z, that we don't even realize the other potential, the other opportunity, the Aquarius Saturn at the time of this new moon, full moon, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius, you know, is where Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, is. And it's saying, hey, it's time to innovate. It's time to liberate. It's time to bring up some originality around this joint, because Capricorn is the sign of tradition and classics and heritage. And this is the axis of the elders. This is the axis of the ancestors. Thank your ancestors. Under this full moon, thank your ancestors. Thank your elders. Thank people in your life who have given you DNA and life. And you know what? Everybody makes mistakes, including them. So what you can do is love them even more. And even if you don't know them like that, send your ancestors love. Send your ancestors legacy. Send your ancestors an awareness of what they did so that you could be. Because every single one of us comes from some people As hard as we work, they probably even worked even harder and in different ways, maybe physically, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, everybody always, you know, they act like, oh, I'm so fragile. I'm so fragile. No, you ain't. Your DNA is 100% badass. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to even incarnate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, though? Real talk. Think about what your ancestors have been through that you don't even need to go through like that. You're going through all this next level stuff. All this next level stuff. People before us wouldn't even begin to fathom what we're doing here today. So bring some honor to that legacy of that DNA that has survived. Because Capricorn is about surviving till you get to the top, till you get to what it is that is worth having. So what is worth having that you're working toward? What is worth having that you know you need to get that is worth getting? And where is it that spirit is whispering in your ear? Jupiter is sending a big, fat, delicious trine, okay, to the sun at this lunation. So what is it that spirit is whispering in your ear? What is spirit saying to you? Where do you need to listen to that? You know what I'm saying? Because spirit's telling you something right now. Mother Earth, Pachamama, they're speaking to you now. They're saying, take your anise up, honey. Let that cold, let that flu detox out of your life. Get rid of the impurities because it's time to go big. You got to sweat it out. You got to cleanse. Saturn is the accrued over time, but Saturn is also the denial. Saturn is the cut the fat. There ain't no room for the fat when Saturn is around. This is a Saturn full moon. So whatever you're being aware of right now, whatever is coming clear into your consciousness, trust and believe that that is meant for you. Do not donut, have a donut that's vegan and gluten-free in the process. Do not forget, consider, just kidding, that ain't detox. You know what I'm saying? Do not forget that whatever is coming now is probably true. Whatever you're seeing now is like crystal clear. It is what it is. That's what it was. That's what it is. Oh, what I thought was what it is. That's what's happening because Capricorn's very discerning. Capricorn, 9 times out of 10, we know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we know what's, again, worth having. So you have to impose your own authority or somebody else is going to impose it for you. I should title this, I reject your reality and impose my own, the title of this video, because Capricorn is about authority. And if you don't claim your own, somebody else will put some over you. So claim your mental real estate, invest in that, invest in your soul, invest in your legacy and the empire that you leave, no matter how small, no matter how small, no matter how big. You all have a legacy, every single one of us. You know what I'm saying? It's just up to us to craft what we want that to be. And what that is all up to us in the end. And at the end of the day, when we go to pass away, we know what we left behind. You know what I'm saying? So I ask you that. It's like that Rise Against song. So look at my eyes, and will you leave behind for your God? Something like that. It's like, what are you going to leave behind? You know what I'm saying? What are you leaving behind? Because this full moon is a moment where you are asked to get serious about what is you leaving behind. So full moon is legacy. Be in your legacy, be in your greatness. Like this video if it brought you any value. Put a little green heart if you listen to the end and you also love Agastachi and you're on those Agastachi vibes. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for all the support. I wish you lots of success with this full moon. Sometimes Capricorn full moons can be harsh truths, ancestral healing that's uncomfortable, working through liberation and enslavement. But you know what? If anything has told you anything, it is that time tells all, and you, my friend, are a living testimony to the inherited legacy of your ancestors, and you are in the process of crafting and redefining your own. So yo, with that said, knowledge, wisdom, all that good stuff. Whoo, through next time. Until next time, mwah, may the stars be with you. Peace.